class we see about the equation of straight line, and our new topic is angle between two straight line in 3D. But in our this year concept or conditions, that topic was deleted from our topic. But we deal with some properties about the angle between the straight line. First of all, R1 equal to A1 bar plus lambda B1 bar, and R2 equal to A2 bar plus lambda B2 bar. Be two straight line. Then we have to find the angle between these two straight lines. It is enough to find the angle between the vectors. Angle between the vectors B1 bar and B2 bar, or angle between the vectors in which their directional ratios are given. For example, R1 equal to I minus j plus k plus lambda into 2i minus 3j plus 5k, and the second line R2 bar equal to 2i plus j plus k plus mu into then 3i plus j plus k. Two lines are given. We have to find the angle between these two straight lines. It is enough to find the angle between the vectors 2i minus 3j plus 5k and 3i plus j plus k. Then there is a formula in our vector chapter. Cos theta equal to angle between two vectors cos theta is given by a bar dot b bar divided by mod a into mod b. Here also we can take the first vector is 2i minus 3j plus 5k. The second vector is 3i plus j plus k. It is enough to find the angle between, for finding the angle between the vector the line r bar, r1 bar and r2 bar, we apply this formula. Here cos theta equal to a bar dot b bar. Then here a dot b equal to a1 b1, that is 2 into 3 plus minus 3 into 1 plus 5 into 1 divided by the modulus of the vector a bar b1 bar is 2 square 4 plus minus 3 square 9 plus 5 square 25 into second 3 square 9 plus 1 square 1 plus 1 square 1. We apply this formula. We have the angle between the vector the straight line R1 and R2. Generally, the line R1 bar equal to A1 bar plus lambda B1 bar and R2 bar equal to A2 bar plus mu B2 bar. The angle between these two lines is given by, apply the formula cos theta equal to B1 bar dot B2 bar divided by mod B1 into mod B2. In our Cartesian coordinate system, two lines are given. The first one x minus x1 by a1 equal to y minus y1 by b1 equal to z minus z1 by c1. That's the first line. The second line is x minus x2 divided by a2 equal to y minus y2 by b2 equal to z minus z2 by c2. The two straight lines given in Cartesian form. Sometimes we have to find the angle between these two straight lines. First of all, we consider the directional ratios of the first line is a1, b1, c1. The second line is a2, b2, c2. It is enough to find, for finding the angle between these two lines, that apply the formula cos theta equal to, we can consider these two vectors. This is b1 bar, this is b2 bar. So we apply the formula cos theta equal to a bar dot b bar divided by mod a into mod b, that is equal to a dot b equal to a1 a2 plus b1 b2 plus C1 C2 all divided by modulus of the first vector is A1 square plus B1 square plus C1 square into A2 square plus B2 square plus C2 square. Apply this formula. We can find the angle between two straight line in 3D concept. That is given by the formula cos theta equal to A1 A2 plus B1 B2 plus C1 C2 divided by modulus of the first vector into modulus of the second vector. Then this year we avoid this topic. Reason some topics are eliminated from our syllabus. But this is an important point in our entrance level also. So we deal with some more properties connection with these two formula. Sometimes two lines are parallel, the vectors are proportional. The lines are perpendicular, the vectors are also perpendicular. That is, if cos theta equal to 0, cos theta equal to 0, that means cos theta equal to 0 means the angle between A bar and B bar is equal to 90. Reason, cos 90 is equal to 0. Sometimes A1 A2 plus B1 B2 plus C1 C2 equal to 0, that means given lines are perpendicular. Or if theta equal to 0, cos 0 equal to 1, from that these two vector A1 B1 C1 A2 B2 C2 or the directional ratios A1 B1 C1 A2 B2 C2, they are proportional concept. That is, A1 by A2 equal to B1 by B2 equal to C1 by C2, the given lines are parallel. Then another point is, we have to find the distance between two straight line in our three-dimensional geometry. Generally, two lines are given, there are three possibilities. The first possibility are the given lines are intersecting. Second possibility, they are parallel. Or sometimes that line lies on the same plane. Same plane means either it will intersect or it will parallel. Therefore, or the another concept in our 3D concept also, the line, some lines lies on a plane. That means sometimes they will intersect, sometimes they are parallel. And sometimes the given lines lies in different planes, different planes also. They are non-parallel and non-intersecting. Such lines are known as skew lines. Skew lines. Then we deal with the distance between two skew lines. The first line is, take as R1 bar equal to A1 bar plus lambda B1 bar and R2 bar equal to A2 bar plus lambda or another mu into B2 bar. Two lines are given. Then B1 is not parallel to B2. Then we say these two lines are skew line, lies in different place. That is, they are in skew line. We have to find the distance between them. First of all, we can derive the formula. This is the first line. This is the second line. The first line is A1 bar plus lambda B1 bar. This is A2 bar plus lambda B2 bar. The distance between the skew lines means the shortest distance. Then that is, first of all, we consider a new segment which is perpendicular to both these two lines. This can take as S, this can take as T. The shortest distance between these two skew lines is ST. Then the speciality of ST is perpendicular to both the line L1 and L2. The first one, the first line passing to a particular point, this is our A1. The second line passing to another point, that is equal to A2. We can join this A1, A2. The A1 can simply take as point P then A2 can simply take as our point Q. The shortest distance between the given Q line is the projection of PQ to ST. The last class or the last chapter in vector, we learned about the projection of some vector to another vector. The projection of A bar on B bar is projection of A bar on B bar is A bar dot B bar divided by mod B. Mod B bar. That's the formula. Here also, the shortest distance ST is the projection of PQ, on ST, that is equal to PQ dot ST divided by mod ST bar. Mod ST bar. This is the numerical value of the projection is modulus PQ dot ST divided by mod ST. Simply PQ is OQ minus OP, that is equal to A2 bar minus A1 bar dot ST. ST is a new vector that is which is perpendicular to both the given line. The first line is that whose direction cosines are or direction ratios are B1 bar, and the second line direction ratios are B2 bar. We have to find a new vector which is perpendicular to both B1 and B2. A vector perpendicular to two vector is given by taking cross product of A1, B1 bar and B2 bar. So ST is a vector that is B1 cross B2. ST is a vector that is which is perpendicular to both L1 and L2. This and this, that is our L1. This is our L2. Then ST is a vector which is perpendicular to both L1 and L2. A vector which is both perpendicular to two vectors B1 and B2 is B1 cross B2. That is, the shortest distance between the given line is given by the formula A2 minus A1 dot B1 cross B2 all divided by modulus of B1 cross B2. We apply this formula. It is a very important formula in our second year topic. Then using this formula, we can do some problems. We consider our example number 11, page 476. The question is, find the shortest distance between the line L1. The first line is R bar equal to I plus J plus lambda into 2I minus J plus K. The second line is R bar equal to 2I plus J minus K plus mu into 3I plus 5J plus 2K. First of all, comparing with the general straight line, R bar equal to A1 bar plus lambda B1 bar and R bar equal to A2 bar plus mu B2 bar. Then A1 equal to this one, that is I plus J, that is A1. Then B1 bar equal to 2I minus J plus K, that is B1 bar equal to 2I minus J plus K. And the second line, A2 is 2I plus J minus K and B2 bar equal to 3I minus 5J plus 2K. First we find in our formula, for applying our formula, first we find A2 minus A1, subtracting A1 from A2, that is 2I minus I, that is equal to I, J minus J 0, then minus K, that is A2 minus A1. Then second point, we have to derive B1 cross B2. The cross product of two vector is given by the formula, that is b1 cross b2 equal to determinant ijk, then b1 2 negative 1 1 2 negative 1 1, and the second vector 3 negative 5 2. Then expanding this determinant, we have then 2 3i minus j minus 7k, that is b1 cross b2. Its modulus is root of 9 plus 1 plus 49, that can be simplified as root of 59. Then we apply our formula. Shortest distance between the given line is given by b1 cross b2 dot a2 minus a1. Sometimes we write a2 minus a1 dot b1 cross b2. That is not change. Reason is dot product is commutative. So b1 cross b2, that is the dot a2 minus a1. The dot product of two vectors here a1 minus a2 and b1 cross b2, what are given. So b1 cross b2 dot a2 minus a1 is 3 into 1 plus minus 1 into 0 plus minus 7 into minus 1. That will be simplified as our 10. And also modulus of b1 cross b2 is root 59. Therefore 10 by root 59 is the shortest distance between the given lines. Next point is, we have to find the shortest distance between two skew lines. They are in Cartesian form. Therefore, first of all, we consider the lines x minus x1 by a1 equal to y minus y1 by b1 equal to z minus z1 by c1. Second line is x minus x2 by a2 equal to y minus y2 by b2 equal to z minus z2 by c2. Then here also our vector of the first point is x1 y1 z1. The second point q is x2 y2 z2, and the vectors b1 bar equal to a1i plus b1j plus c1k, and b2 bar equal to a2i plus b2j plus c2k. Sometimes we can take as our the point p can take as our a1 bar, and q is a2 bar. We can use the same concept and find the distance between the shortest distance between the skew line using the formula b1 cross b2 dot a2 minus a1 divided by mod b1 cross b2. Then first of all we can find a2 minus a1, and also we can find b1 cross b2. Then apply our previous formula, we have the shortest distance between them. Again we do the another problem in our exercise number 11.2. That is the question is, find the shortest distance between, question number 50. Find the shortest distance between the skew line x plus 1. Shortest distance between the skew lines x plus 1 by 7 equal to y plus 1 by minus 6 equal to z plus 1 by 1. And the second line is x minus 3 by 1 equal to y minus 5 by minus 2 equal to z minus 7. Z minus 7 divided by 1. Two lines are given. They are in Cartesian form. then we have to find the shortest distance between them. Then the first point A1 equal to, then here is x plus 1, so we write minus 1. Then y plus 1 minus 1. Then z plus 1, that also minus 1. That is A1. Then again B1 bar equal to 7i minus 6j plus 1k. And A2 equal to the second point on the second line, that is 3, 5, 7. Then B2 bar equal to 1i minus 2j plus 1k. First we find A2 minus A1. So A2 bar minus A1 bar equal to, subtracting 3 minus minus 1, that is 4i, 5 minus minus 1, that is 6j, then 7 minus minus 1, therefore 8k. That is A2 minus A1 bar. Then again we can find a B1 cross B2. B1 cross B2, that is equal to determinant I, j, k. Then B1 is 7 minus 6, 1. Then B2 1 minus 2, 1. Expanding this determinant, then we have a cross B. Okay, first of all, then I into, avoiding this column and this row and this column, we have these 4 elements, that is minus 6, minus 6, minus 2, minus j into, avoiding this column and this row, 7 into 1, 7, minus 1, plus k into 7 into minus 2, minus 14, then minus 6. That can be simplified as, then minus 6 plus 2, that is minus 4i. Again 7 minus 1, 6, so minus 6j. The last minus 4, minus plus, that is equal to minus 80k. Minus 80k. Modulus of B1 cross B2 equal to root of 4 square 16, again 6 square 36, again 8 square 64. That is equal to root of 36 plus 6400, 116, root of 116. That is equal to mod B1 cross B2. Again, our formula for finding shortest distance, SD equal to modulus A2 minus A1 dot B1 cross B2 divided by mod B1 cross B2. That is equal to mod A2 minus A1 is 4i plus 6j plus 8k dot B1 cross B2 is minus 4i minus 6j then minus 80k, all divided by modulus of B1 cross B2 is root 116. That is equal to modulus 4 into minus 4 minus 16, 6 into minus 36, then again plus minus 64, all divided by root 116. Then minus 16 minus 36 minus 64, that is equal to 116. Then minus 116, avoiding the sign, we take the modular sign, that is 116 divided by root 116, that is equal to root 116. square unit, sorry, that is unit. So now unit is the shortest distance between the given two skew lines. Again we consider two skew lines, sometimes they are parallel. Then for example, then we have to find the shortest distance between the skew line r bar equal to a1 bar plus lambda b bar. The second is r bar equal to a2 bar plus mu d bar. The vector on the first line or the direction ratios of the first line is b bar. The second line is also b bar. Sometimes they are proportional. Such case we have to find the distance between them. We will derive another formula for finding distance between them. That formula is, we consider two parallel lines. This is L1 and this is L2, and also there's a point on L1 is A1 and a point on the second line is A2, and also we have a vector of this distance, this perpendicular distance. This is our shortest distance. Then we can, this can take as our P, this can take as our Q. We have to find the projection of PQ on SD. Projection of PQ on SD, that is our shortest distance. And here PQ bar is A2 minus A1. A2 minus A1. Then projection of PQ on ST. The ST is the line which is perpendicular to both line L1 and L2. L1 and L2. So we can find, then another is A2 minus A1. Therefore we take our perpendicular vector to L1 and L2, that is, we take our cross product of this B bar and A2 minus A1. Sometimes we deal with can make a construct a new line. This make angle theta. Then apply a formula. Then apply the formula projection of A bar on B bar. This formula become this A2 minus, or the shortest distance become SD equal to A2 minus A1 cross B. A2 minus A1 cross B divided by, it is modulus, divided by mod B. Mod B. A2 minus A1 cross B divided by B bar, that is the shortest distance between two parallel lines. Here B bar is the common vector to the given lines, and A2, A1 are the points on the given line. Apply this formula, we can find the shortest distance between two parallel lines. An example number 12 in your textbook, page number 476. The question is, find the shortest distance between the line L1 and L2 given by r bar equal to I plus 2j minus 4k plus lambda into 2i plus 3j plus 6k, and another line is 3i plus 3j minus 5k plus mu into 2i plus 3j plus 6k. The lines are r bar equal to I plus 2j minus 4k plus lambda into lambda into 2i plus 3j, 2i plus 3j plus 6k. The second line, again r bar equal to 3i plus 3j minus 5k plus mu into 2i plus 3j plus 6k. We have to find the distance between these two lines. One particular point is the direction ratios of the first line is 2, 3, 6. Second also 2, 3, 6. They are same. Sometimes they are proportional. That means the given lines are parallel. So here A1 bar equal to, the point on the first line is I plus 2j minus 4k, and A2 bar is 3i plus 3j minus 5k. Then B bar is 2i plus 3j plus 6k. First of all, we find A2 minus A1. A2 minus A1 is 3i minus I equal to 2i, 3j minus 2j is equal to j, and minus 5k minus 4 is equal to minus k. That is A2 minus A1. Then we can find B cross A2 minus A1. That is equal to determinant I, j, k. B is 2, 3, 6. A2 minus A1 is 2, 1, negative 1. We can expand. So I into minus 3 minus 6, that is equal to minus 9. Again minus j into minus 2 minus 12, that is equal to minus 14, minus 2 minus 12, that is minus 14, plus k into 2 minus 6, that is equal to minus 4. That can simplify as minus 9i, then minus plus 14j, again minus 4k. Then shortest distance is modulus B cross A2 minus A1 divided by mod B equal to modulus of, that is root of 81 196 plus 16 divided by B mod B equal to 4 plus 9 plus 36, root of 4 plus 9 plus, the simplified value is root 293 divided by root 49, root 293 divided by root 49, that is equal to 7. That's the shortest distance. Then we apply the formula for finding shortest distance between two skew lines. Either we can apply B cross A2 minus A1 or A2 minus A1 cross B. We take a modulus, then both are same values. Again, we consider some problems in our textbook, page exercise number 11.2. Okay, exercise number 11.2. The first show that the three lines with the direction cosines are mutually perpendicular. Then it is not our syllabus, but then the lines are, then their direction ratios are 12 by 13, minus 3 by 13, minus 4 by 13. The second is 4 by 13, 12 by 13, minus 3 by 13. Last 3 by 13, minus 4 by 13, minus 12 by 13 are mutually perpendicular. It is enough to show that their dot product equals 0. we consider the first two. Then take the dot product, that is 12 into 4 plus minus 3 into 12 plus minus 4 into 3. That is equal to 0. The pairwise we take the dot product, that becomes 0. Then we can show that they are perpendicular. Then again, our second question, the line passing through the point 1, minus 1, 2, 3, 4, negative 2 is perpendicular through the points 0, 3, 2 and 3, 5, 6. Here also we can, using the first 2 points, we can find the AB bar, that is 3 minus 1i, 4 minus minus 1, that is 5j, minus 2 minus 2, that is minus 4j. Okay. The last point, we can find the vector joining the last 2 points, 3 minus 0, that is 3i, 5 minus 3, that is equal to 2j, then 6 minus 4, that is 4k. We can show that the product, dot product equal to 0. That means the given lines are perpendicular. Sometimes we have to, the third question is we have to show these two lines are parallel. Such as we can find AB bar and CD bar, they are proportional concept, then they are parallel. These are the first 3 questions. There's a problem. 10th question. Find the angle between the polar pair of lines. The first pair, these 2 lines are given. Then the vector on the first line is 3i plus 2j plus 6k. And the second line y plus 2j plus 2k. We can apply the formula cos theta equal to a dot b by mod a by mod b. We can find the angle between these two. Similarly, we can find the angle between between these 2 lines. Then sometime another question of the type, that is the question number 11. Here also we have to find the angle between 2 lines. The first line is x minus 2 by 2 and so on. The second is x plus 2 by minus 1 and so on. Here also we take the vectors 2, 5, minus 3 and here is minus 1, 8, 4. Using the above formula, we have to find the angle between the given lines. Then we can do one problem. One particular problem is our question number 12. Question number 12 is, find the value of p so that the line 1 minus x by 3 equal to 7 by minus 14 by 2p equal to z minus 3 by 2 and 7 minus 7x by 3p, y minus 5 by 1 and equal to z minus 6 minus z by 5 are at right angle. Right angle means they are perpendicular. The lines are 1 minus x divided by 1 minus x divided by 3 equal to 7 by minus 14 divided by 2p equal to z minus 3 divided by 2. The second line is 7 minus 7x by 3p equal to y minus 5 divided by 1 equal to 6 minus z divided by 5. These are the given lines. The vector on the first line is coming from, first of all we rearrange these given lines. The first line is given as 1 minus x, but standard form x minus some number form. So adjusting that we have to multiply numerator and denominator by -1. Therefore this will become x minus 1 by the 3 changes minus 3. Multiply numerator and denominator by -1. Here also 7 by minus 14. Adjust the coefficient of y as 1. So divided throughout by 7. Then the second become y minus 2 divided by 2p by 7 equal to, the third is only nothing, z minus 3 by 2. The second line, we have to divide a numerator denominator by -7, that is x minus 1 divided by 3p by -7 equal to y minus 1 divided by 1 equal to, here also we multiply numerator denominator by -7, that is z minus 6 by -5. That is the vectors are b1 bar is -3, 2p by 7 2. Then B2 bar 3p by minus 7 1 minus 5. The question says these two lines are perpendicular, so corresponding dot product equals 0, that is b1 dot b2 equal to 0, which implies minus 3 into 3p by minus 7 plus 2p by 7 into 1 plus 2 into negative 5 equal to 0. Simplifying, or first of all we can multiply dot by 7, that is minus 9p plus 2p minus 10 minus 70 equal to 0, that is minus 7p equal to 70, which similarly we can do or solve the remaining problems in your exercise number 11.2. Now we can conclude our class. Okay, thank you.